Good morning, thank you for joining me. I hope everybody's well and having a good day. Today I have for you a Marks & Spencer's haul, much requested. Haven't done a Marks & Spencer's haul for a while, and I think I have 6 outfits to show you, all very casual, all very wearable, all very easy to wear every day, nothing posh or special occasion-y today. I've really tried to go for the sort of everyday spring summer wear that we all wear more than anything else. For anybody new who's just clicked on this video, I am 5'3", I'm 57 years old, I am approximately a size 18 on the top half and approximately a size 16 on the bottom half. I do find Marks & Spencer's sizing usually quite generous, I have to say. I will of course link everything I'm showing you today down in the description box. I'll endeavour to tell you prices and stuff as we go through, but if not, there are links for everything in the description box, and I'll also pop it in the pinned comment at the top of the comments section. For anybody who struggles to find the description box, just scroll to the top of the comments under the video and you should see all the info there. Right, without further ado, I am already wearing the first outfit we're going to be talking about, so let me just angle you down a tad and I will show it to you. So I've got these gingham trousers on, which are wide leg. I've got these in a 16 short. They've got pockets, they're elasticated waist, they're elastic around, and they've also got a drawstring which you can tighten and loosen as well. Now these are £30, these trousers, and I have to say the fabric is not the nicest. If I say it's the sort of fabric you would have expected at Shein a couple of years ago and you'd expect at Temu these days, you'll sort of get the impression. They don't feel like the quality from Marks & Spencer's that we've all sort of come to expect. However, I do like the fact they've got pockets, that they are a great length on me. As you can see, I've got them in the short, but I've got them on with a wedge heel, and they would work, I think, with a flat sandal as well. I certainly wouldn't want the regular length personally for these trousers because I feel like that would be too long on me, so they're a good length, and they've got the pleating detail at the front here, which is always good for skimming over the tummy a little bit. So yeah, other than the fact that I'm not massively keen on the fabric, it's not dreadful, but it's just not what you'd expect from Marks & Spencer's really. Other than that, I really like these trousers. Now I've got them on with this linen top. I've seen this in store and I walked straight past it, and then I saw it on the website on the photo of the model. I thought, I like that top. If you know anything about me, you know that I really like a V-neck. I'm larger busted, so I tend to think that a V-neck is more flattering. But I really like this shaping around the middle. It's got all these sort of pleats down the middle, and then that sort of repeats on the back, which I think is a really nice touch, that you've got the pleating repeated on the back. Quite like the length. It sort of almost goes out into a peplum style, which skims over the tummy. I've got the top in an 18 and it is linen fabric. The top is, I believe, £36, although I'm trying to remember the prices as I go through. So don't hold me to ransom on the prices if I'm a little bit wrong. But yeah, I do really like the top. The other thing I really like about this top is sometimes when you have these batwing sleeves, when you turn sideways you get a huge view of your bra, and while there is a little bit of that, the sleeve hole is tighter than generally speaking they seem to be on this style of top, so there's not too much of the bra on show, which I do like. You could wear this top with anything. I think it would be nice with like a slim skirt. I think it would be good with jeans. I think it would be really nice with a pair of sort of chino shorts as well. So yeah, really liking the top. The trousers, I like the shape but not the fabric. Outfit number 2, and I'm pleased with this one. So these are the Marks & Spencer's Magic Sculpting Shaping Jeans. I did have these in an 18. I've had them for a couple of years and unfortunately they were too big for me, so I have purchased 2 different shape pairs to show you in this haul in a 16. So these are in the 16 short, and these are the slim flare in the darker wash. They do come in various different washes. They go in and out of stock, these, quite a lot, so if your size, well, it isn't in stock in the colour you like, bookmark the page and go back to it because they do come in and out of stock a lot. Now I do like this shape. I feel like the slightly flared leg is always a flattering look. Lengthwise, I feel like they could have been longer. I have found this before with Marks & Spencer jeans in summer, but it doesn't go all the way across the trousers, you see, because the pair that I tried on previously, the gingham black pair, were obviously, the length was perfect on me in the short. Sorry, the sun is going in and out, so the light's going to be So annoying, it looked as though it was going to stay cloudy the whole time when I started filming this video, but here we are. Never mind, we just have to work with it. But yeah, I would say lengthwise, I've got these on with a flat shoe, as you can see. I would say that I would probably need a regular length in these, because quite often with a flare jean, I like to wear a bit of a heel, and I feel like with flare jeans you need them to come down a little bit over your shoe, which they're not quite doing here. Other than that, the fit is really good. They fit really nicely on my waist. Being the Magic Shaping jeans, of course, they do lift quite well. They're £46, I think I'm right in saying. Right, let's move on to the blouse. I really like this blouse, I like everything about it. It's quite a nice loose fit. I've got it in an 18, it's got the V-neck, it's got the ruffle. I love the colour. I think I'm right in saying that this blouse is £26. It's a really nice sort of orangey shade of red. I find that not all shades of red work well on me, but this sort of almost veering towards corally red does seem to work well. The sleeves have got an elasticated cuff, which is great. I love the little button detail at the front. I think that just adds a little bit of pizzazz. I like the fact it's loose fit, and it does come down and cover a little bit of my tummy, not all of it, but I feel like the length is really good on somebody shorter like myself. It's also got a little bit of gathering on the shoulders here, which I feel helps balance out. My middle is always going to be my biggest bit. Quite an apple shape going on here, I feel. My middle's always going to be my biggest bit, so I like it when the shoulders have a little bit of stitching or gathering in there, or a little bit of structure to sort of balance everything out. Can't remember if I finished the thought about the elasticated sleeves. They are long, they go down to there like that, so you can wear them long, but I always, as you know, like to wear them 3/4. So yeah, I like this. I think I would reorder the jeans in a regular length though, these particular ones. Marks and Spencer's have got wide leg chinos. Now, I have never particularly been a gal who loved chinos, but I know there are a lot of you out there who do. And I love this idea that they've made them in wide leg, which just brings them bang up to date, doesn't it? Wide leg is so in at the moment. And considering these are flat fronted, I'm pleasantly surprised with how they look, I have to say. Again, I've got them in a 16 short. I've got them on with a wedge heel, I would say about 3 inches. And as you can see, they're a perfect length. They're absolutely fine with these. So it just goes to show that you can't ever rely on one particular length of train. You've always got to try them on, haven't you? Even within one brand. But I can't remember the price on the chinos. I think it might be 36, but don't quote me on that. And I definitely can't remember the price on the shirt. I do apologise. But as I said, all the links are in down below. But yeah, considering these are flat fronted, I feel like they're not too belly heavy. Not too much. They feel really nice quality as well. The fabric is a really nice weight, and it falls nicely. They're just a little bit smarter than a pair of jeans, aren't they? Which I really like, while still being nice and casual. Now the shirt, pale blue gingham, it reminds me of a little bit of school uniform, but in a good way. And it's a nice, soft, unstructured shirt. It's I don't know what the fabric is. It's got the double button on the cuff here. It's got the collar. But it's a really nice soft drapey fabric, which I think goes well with the sort of structured fabric of the chinos. It's nice to have something a little bit softer on the top fabric wise. I think this is a great outfit. I really like this. Now I've just got a denim jacket that I want to pop on while I've got this on, just to show you. Okay, so this is a little collarless denim jacket. I thought it was a little bit different from your average denim jacket, which was why I picked it up. I have rolled the sleeves up to be 3/4 length. It buttons all the way down if you wish it to, and it does have pockets. It's £36. Because it's quite a boxy fit, I got it in a 16, and I would say that even buttoned up, that is going to be the perfect size on me. I feel like that sizing is really good. So yeah, I liked the fact it was collarless. I thought it was a little bit different from your average denim jacket, but something you can add to an outfit to make it even more casual if you wanted to. And I also thought £36 was a pretty good price. It's stretch denim. Yes, it is stretch denim, I would say, and it's a nice, soft, easy to wear denim. Not super lightweight, not like chambray, but not a heavyweight denim either. Perfect for spring days, I would say. This outfit number 4, well, I've got these navy. They're sort of cotton fabric, you know that cotton that's got a little sort of almost like a satin soft finish, nice fabric, I quite like it. Generously sized, I would say. I've got the 16, and whilst I couldn't go down into a 14, I would say they're quite generously sized. They have got pockets. Now these are described as an ankle grazer, and I would say they are an ankle grazer on me. As you can see, the length is sort of just above my ankle there, which is great. That's the sort of the length I was looking for, sort of almost a crop look. But I do find that crops that come just below the knee, I veer away from those now. I think that they really unbalance your figure, and when you're short anyway, I think they make you look even shorter. So if I'm going for a crop, I do prefer to have something that is more the sort of ankle grazer length, generally speaking. These were a really good price. These were 26, I think. These ones, again, I've got them in a 16 short. Now this blouse is a great surprise to me, because I saw it in the store when I was shopping with my friend recently, and we both said, God, who's going to wear something like that? All very pulled in here. And then when I saw it on the model when I was shopping online, I thought, do you know, I think I might like that. And I actually really do. It's all, this bodice bit and all across the back is sheared, so it sort of expands with you. We like that. It's linen, which I like. These big collars seem to be in again this summer, as they were last summer. Seeing a lot of those, and of course I do love the 3/4 sleeve. I think this is my favourite outfit so far. I could very easily get on board with wearing this for an absolute variety of occasions this summer. Now, this just goes to show that you should not write off a particular style having tried it on once. If you saw my last new look haul, I tried on barrel leg jeans and I did not like. I have another pair of barrel leg jeans here and I prefer them. I wouldn't say I love them, but I definitely prefer them. Now the bodysuit is new look, and the overshirt is charity shop. The top that I bought to go with these, I didn't like with them at all. It was too baggy. I think you need something that fitted with these barrel leg jeans. I love the print on the jeans to start with. I think the length is great. They are again at a 16 short. They are a little bit less forgiving on the tummy than some of the other trousers have been today because of the shape, but I don't feel super uncomfortable in them. If you feel uncomfortable, you can of course put a long shirt on like that over the top. As I said, I've just got them on with this bodysuit from New Look that I ended up keeping for my New Look haul. I think I like these. I think I do. I think maybe with a little biker jacket they'd look really nice. I don't know, I'm slightly torn. I like the length and I do quite like the shape. I think it's definitely going to depend on how you sort of style them up, but I don't hate them, so that's an improvement on my opinion of barrel leg jeans. They're not stretchy, they are very much a solid denim. I really do like the print, and I think they came in other plain as well, this style. So anyway, I'll link below. I think they're 36, but again, don't quote me on that. One more outfit to go. Outfit number 6 is another pair of the Magic Sculpting jeans. Now this is interesting. These are in a paler wash, as you can see, and these are the straight leg ones, which is the same as the ones that I had before that I had in an 18. Now the fit on these is really good. The waist fits really nicely. There's plenty of stretch in them for a good fit. They look quite nice on the bum, quite clingy around the tummy, but they are of course straight leg jeans, so they're going to be. But what's interesting is the length. The length is longer than the exact same Magic Sculpting jeans, whatever they're called, but in the slim flare or whatever they were called, the you know, slightly more flared leg ones, the dark ones. So I don't know how they sort the leg. You know, it's very, very hit and miss, I would say, the leg lengths with Marks and Spencer's. I really would. Why are we so dark, camera? There we are. So yeah, I feel like the leg lengths are just a bit all over the place, if I'm honest. I've got them on with this black and white sweatshirt, which is £23, which I thought was a reasonable price. Really nice fabric, and it's very soft inside. This is sort of a medium weight sweatshirt. I've got it in the large. It's, I would say, an oversized fit. It's probably meant to be an oversized fit. Long sleeve and like a medium weight, just a really good everyday staple. They do these in loads of different colours. So that brings us to the end of today's haul. I hope you've enjoyed this. I really tried to do a selection of really good everyday sort of basics, and that you could mix and match and all of that sort of thing. So hopefully you enjoyed it. As I said, I will link everything down in the description box. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.